30 years have passed since the war in Bosnia and Herzegovina ended, yet today, its youngest generation bears the weight of that conflict. Across the country, many Bosnians still struggle with trauma that has been passed down across families and communities. Studies show that even now, exposure to reminders of loss, whether through stories, disrupted school, or the scars of destroyed neighborhoods, can trigger symptoms of post-traumatic stress, depression, or anxiety. Meanwhile, hope for the future is limited by economic barriers. This is Bosnia today, a land where the echoes of war still shape what young people can aspire to, where economic and educational opportunity remain elusive, and where the journey toward healing is as vital as ever.
Moje porijeklo je 35 km od Mostara, zove se mjesto na Vesnje. Tu su mi poginuli otac, dvije tetke, moja baka i dva tetka. Međutim, to je bilo kad je bio sukob između Srba i nas. Godine nastupa sukob između Hrvata i muslimana. Tu mi je poginula djevojčica od 11 godina. Tad se moj svijet srušio, patila sam i ja i sve, ali nekako dok mi je muž bio živ, nekako smo mi, to je naše zajedničko dijete, zajedničko djelo, i onda smo se mi tako nekako i tješili ovo i ono, i on je nakon izvjesnog vremena obolio, 6 mjeseci, dobio je tumor na bronhi i on je preminuo. To me je pogodilo strašno. Nakon 6 mjeseci ja sam otkrila da imam karcinom dojke. Moje genetika, nikom u porodici nije imao karcinome i to su mi jednostavno rekli da mi je to sve od stresa.
I was born after the war in Bosnia, so I grew up in a family who was there. My sister was a small girl during that time, and she had not so good memories, and it reflected on my childhood as well. After I was born, my parents needed to rebuild their whole life. My entire family needed to reconsider their future and adapt to the new circumstances that situation brought to our country and to our people.
It was somewhat of a difficult childhood, sometimes depending on the day. On the year, the economic situation wasn't the best after the war. Work was really scarce. Salaries were given out in goods, not in money. And they were really, really low. Like $100 was a crazy good salary.
Even 30 years after the war, we are still not fully recovered. There is a huge need for support in economical sense because we didn't move far away from the post-war Bosnia in that economical situation.
Right now in Bosnia, some of the biggest challenges that students face are probably the inability to afford their studies, financial, and also the emotional toll it takes on their families. They don't have that stability. They don't have someone at home supporting them. I have a lot of friends whose parents are against them going to college, getting a degree, so they are kind of fighting through life to get something they want.
The Jericho Foundation has impacted my life in many amazing ways. they came in the time of my greatest need. When I was finishing my high school, my dad had consequences from the war and he was 80% disabled. But during that year, he got really, really sick and also very bad economic situation because of his health. So I was thinking, oh my God, I don't know how I'm gonna make it, how I'm gonna go to university. Like, this is gonna be difficult for my family if I go to university because it's a huge financial burden. Also, I'm not home to help and stuff like that. So by chance, I discovered Jericho Foundation through my friend, and she told me like it's a scholarship that covers a lot of things and you can rely on them and you can tell them your situation, like they will understand and try to help you and stuff like that. And I was like, of course I'm gonna apply. I'm gonna try everything I can to see how it can work for me to get like into university. So I applied for Jericho Foundation, and when I got it, I couldn't believe it. And right now, after 5 years of being into the foundation, like I can't believe how much I have gone through with the foundation, how rich the experience has it been.
I always wanted to become a doctor, to attend a medical university, but at that point of my life, at that time, it seemed like almost impossible for me because we didn't have any money.
Ja sam bila u spavačoj sobi i ona je skočila i meni je rekla, majko, iznenađenje. Ono, kontam kakvo iznenađenje. Mislim, šta me može još iznenaditi? Ja sam, kaže, dobila stipendiju. Ma nije bilo ono, ne može se opisati ta radost, to se jedino može doživjeti. Sve što je lijepo čovjek mora doživjeti i ružno, sve mora čovjek doživjeti da osjeti to. Bila sam najsretnija majka na svijetu. Sam znala da će moja djeca uspjeti. Moje dijete, eto.
Jericho Foundation is the family. That is the support, emotional support, psychological support, and financial support. That is a safe place for all of our students, not just the current ones, but alumni as well.
The Holistic Scholarship is actually what we are most proud about because this is what differentiates us from other nonprofits in Bosnia Herzegovina, but I'm sure also in the US. So it consists of various components. First of all, we pay their tuition, everything in regards to the school material, books, laptops, and anything else they need. There's also a monthly stipend for their living, the accommodation, and also the food and anything else. But also they have a right to apply for the financial request for everything that they need regarding anything that is actually like an obstacle for them in their education.
What they're getting is this holistic package that I don't see that often. With everything happening in the world, it's so nice to see that someone who's coming halfway across the world and doesn't have a billionaire's backing or a governmental backing. These are normal, hardworking people who decided to invest money in Bosnian scholarships. I get goosebumps every time because I rarely see it. This is incredible. This is how it should all work.
When you have one student, it's tough. When you have two students, it's tough, the same, and even more. And I think in one moment we had like in this house 3 students because we are 3 brothers here. And so that's a big challenge, and that's where Jericho helped a lot.
I always wanted to be that young person who enjoys being with others, who enjoys creating better things in Bosnia. And in Jericho, I got that opportunity, and thanks to Jericho, now I'm a medical doctor and also an activist.
The Jericho Foundation has helped me and my sister get an opportunity to live a better life.
It's not only about that material support, it's about emotional support and support to mentorship. I really have felt through these 3 years that I'm a student here at Jericho Foundation that I have thought about my plans and my goals more broadly.
Jericho Fondacija i njena misija je nešto što je jednostavno svjetlo na kraju tunela za mnogu djecu u ovom slučaju. Oni direktno utiču da ta djeca imaju puno bolju budućnost i da u konačnici društvo bude puno bolje, prosperitetnije i uspješnije.
It's important for people to donate to Jericho Foundation because that's the way to support a great youth in Bosnia and Herzegovina, really high intellectual, ambitious young people who are capable to achieve a lot with just a little of support.
If I could give one advice to the kids with difficult life or economic situation or struggling in any way, I would just say to them, don't lose that spark that you have inside yourself. Because it's bigger than you think, and it's much more important than you think, and a lot more people care about that spark than you might perceive. It's amazing what that spark can grow into one day in life.